Hip hop. Alright, this is my review of Remington VTR 700. As you can see, I got my trusty guard dog with me. American Bulldog. Johnson type. He's my main man.
Hello.
So you can see here, Remington VTR. We'll put it down and take a little bit closer look at it. Alright, I'm only doing this because I intend to spend my day today out the range. It's a Sunday afternoon in Maryland. The weather's bad, rain's coming down, so we couldn't get out to the range like we wanted to. So, decided we do a review of Remington 700 VTR. This is a new weapon. We just got, me and my son got them. Matching pairs. He's got one just like I got. This is the setup we got. Remington VTR 700 again. You know, the triangular barrel. Something you've seen before. You've seen this weapon. Is unique to this weapon. It's supposedly going to reduce your amount of heat buildup on your barrel, increase the heat dissipation. I'll be honest with you, I'm not sure how that works. Seems to me one of the things that it does though is it cuts down on the amount of metal you got on the barrel at the very least, and decreases the amount of distance between the inside rifling and the outside metal. So you're going to get more heat dissipation, I guess, and I think obviously because you got less metal, you're going to get less heat build up in the first place. Less metal holding the heat, so you're going to get dissipation a little bit quicker. This has a built-in, I think this is a 20-inch barrel with a it's a 22-inch barrel, 20 inches, a true barrel, and then 2 inches of muzzle brake. Muzzle brake is built into the rifle, into the barrel, machined at the factory. I found it to be, in time, I mean, it's a relatively new rifle to me. We've only fired it a couple times, but I find it to be quite effective in keeping the barrel down. Helps it not escape from you. Get you a better sight, quicker sight on your next round, down range, and that's a good thing. We got ours in a desert camouflage, which is just an aesthetic look. It's up to you. They come in green, and maybe some other colors, I'm not sure. We have ours mounted, this one and my son's as well, mounted with Leupold, a VX2 39x40 scopes. The scope is, you can't say anything about Leupold except for good stuff. I mean, it's a good scope. It's solid. It's on point. You can get it done with Leupold. This weapon has safety feature. Is right up behind the bolt. The bolt itself, you can just see the action on this rifle is incredible. Now, this doesn't tell the tale, obviously. You gotta be out firing the weapon. But if you get up under this weapon, I'm telling you, if you find it and you get up under this weapon, you fire rounds, the bolt action is so smooth. It's just like that. It's just like doing it in dry fire. The bolt action is so smooth on this weapon. It's incredible. It's nice. It's got a good stock, good frame. A little bit of rubber back here, put up against the shoulder. You got what's essentially, as I found, and I've heard, or when I read about it, they said you could put 5 rounds in it, 4 in the magazine, and 1 in the chamber. I haven't been able to do the 1 in the chamber, to be frankly honest with you. But you got a magazine here. The magazine release is right inside the trigger. So there you go. You hit that, get your magazine release. Although you will obviously most often be loading from inside the chamber. I haven't been able to get the 5th one in there. With me, with my experience I've had with it, you get the 4th one in there. Try to get the 5th one, you just pull the 4th, and it doesn't work out. So that's me. But you know, 4 rounds in a hunting rifle is more than you should need. Frankly, you ain't gonna get 4 rounds off at any animal that you're shooting at. They be gone by then. You got your inside the trigger well. You got your bolt release. It's a little button up here. Push the bolt release. Bolt slides right out. It's easy. It's smooth. Goes right back in. And I tell you, with this bolt, it's so smooth. This action is so smooth. I found it incredible so far in using this weapon. Again, I've only had this, a couple weeks. We've only fired a couple times. Leupold scope is incredible. The weight of the rifle, I think it's about 7.5, 8 pounds. I'm not sure, something like that. But it's easy to carry, even with the bipod on it and the scope on it. It's not heavy. You know, you can it's heavy enough that you can get a good feel for it. It's solid when you get up underneath it. And you're ready to fire some rounds, but and I haven't hunted with it yet, but it strikes me as a rifle that I'll have no problem with walking through the woods, for some hours, trying to track down a deer. I don't think it'll be a problem. It's not so heavy. It's not bulky. It's just a beautiful overall weapon. It really is. The control on it is nice. The trigger on it has an adjustable trigger. The poundage, I think, is something like, I don't know, 1.5 to 3 pounds or something like that. But I've got it set up. I adjusted mine a little bit. Don't have a meter. Didn't really, can't tell you how many pounds I got it set up, but I did lower it some because I wasn't completely happy with how it came from the factory. But right now it's a nice, even, smooth squeeze, and it just feels good. The kick on it is nice. It's a 308, obviously. I'm sorry, maybe it's not obvious. I didn't say that, but this is a 308. And it's a nice kick. It's a 308 kick, but it's controllable. It's manageable. We can shoot this all day. We take it to the range and we run, 100 rounds through it, and you leave there feeling fine. It's not like you leave there with your shoulder all messed up or anything like that. I think that's maybe partly due to the muzzle brake, which, in addition to keeping the barrel down, I've heard some people say, and I'm not sure that's the case, heard some people say it acts against the recoil by pulling the rifle forward a little bit. So I don't know if that's the case or not. All I know is when you shoot this rifle at the range repetitively over a long period of time, you don't have any problems with it. Even in 308, it still feels good. It's just a nice, handsome, effective rifle, incredibly accurate. We put up some good shot groups with it. We're happy with it. So it's something that I think, I'm not a Remington salesman, but if you're interested in a nice hunting rifle, even a tactical rifle, this is something that you want to look at and maybe go out and spend some money on. I think it's definitely worth it. It's a beautiful weapon.